Hello YouTube, this is Cody with Search My Deck TCG, bringing you a video. We're here making a deck, and I figured why not just kind of get YouTube involved in the process with me. I'm here behind the camera at the moment. Hi. Usually my deck making process takes a bit of time. I did skip some steps as I got some things de-sleeved from my Reshiram Zekrom deck that not gonna be working at the moment. There you are. It's over there. Didn't really like it. There you are, buddy. And my super legit Dene alternate art rare. And then I did get some bulk out. That's a little sign of what we're making, even though it's probably going to be in the title. And so, I just figured I would just kind of have it on video, kind of show my process and just talk, because I really like talking. So, before we get into it, here is my sorted cards. It's got different titles of what all the items are. This is where I keep my main stuff that I like to keep. Well, main stuff I like to keep, that's redundant. This is where I keep the cards I think were most relevant. Then I have everything else labeled into bulk. And so all your staples, all Pokemon stuff I could have to get to, I try to keep in here. But it seems like I always have to dig through my bulk eventually, because I like to play a lot of weird stuff. And this is just all of my decks and expanded cards and different misses and matches, and there's a cute little Sylveon. And so then we have the binders back there. We're going to kind of be playing around with everything. Here's a look at the apartment. You don't really ever get a look outside of just the bed or the bookshelf. And if you're wondering, is that the entire apartment? There we go. This is the first look at my whole apartment. My beautiful posters. I probably should get those in more shots. They're pretty good posters. That's the Denver Broncos football stadium, and then a little cool one-piece painting there. And then Shiva's tower. And he probably didn't come here for an apartment overview. We probably came here for cards, but you guys probably at this point, if you're new, welcome to the channel. If you're not, I mean, I think at this point people like my rambling or don't like me. But if you'd like more rambling, like, comment, and subscribe for more rambling and nonsense. But now let's get into the video. I'm going to pause it so we can pop into the tripod. Let's see you in a second. Okay, so anyway, we're looking at Dusknoir. It's a card I've always wanted to kind of build and play with, but just going for points and playing a lot of meta. And lately recently, I've just kind of been just playing Rogue, relaxing a bit, because Rogue is really fun. So I figured maybe we'll build this, give it a shot, maybe a challenge or a cup, who knows. But I just want to have it built, and plus it gives me a reason to do a video and ramble on a video. And do a nice cough. I'm not going to explain every card in detail, but since it's the main star and not one you might not be super familiar with, this Dusknoir has the ability, which is spell tag. It's literally spell tag. So paired with spell tag, you spread 80 every time you're knocked out. It seems pretty good. Maybe I'll throw some giant bombs. I don't know, but spell tag seems pretty solid. Then the other option, then you have the attack for 1 psychic energy, you do 60, and if you use it again the next turn, you do 120. Don't know how many times if you have 160 hit points, and you're just a non-GX, so you may be able to live a couple turns. I don't know. 160 is not too hard for things to do, so we will definitely see how that works. But I'm gonna play around with, get some play in hand. So I do want a 4. We're going to be doing a 4-2-4 line of Duskull to Dusknoir, Duskull to Dusclops to Dusknoir. Throwing a couple rare candies, of course, but Dusknoir, or sorry, Duskull has an interesting ability. It can actually evolve straight into Dusclops if you discard 3 cards from your hand. Discarding 3 cards is a lot, especially in a Stage 2 deck. You're not going to be super rich on resources, so I still want to play a couple rare candy, but it's an interesting enough ability. I think it's worth playing some. Dusk Clops in there just to try that ability. So we did already. Sorry, Steven's not very well on camera. I apologize. You're not going to see me sleeve. Just grab the sleeves. I did already count my 60, so I do have a perfect 60. I have a couple cards from the Zekrom Reshiram deck that I think will probably be useful in this here, so I just kind of left them sleeved. But basically, it's going to be a spread deck, which I'm actually never been very good at spread decks. Just the math thing, I don't know. It's like I like hitting what's in front of me, but it's just an interesting card. The fact that it can, Dusknoir can evolve. Plus, the Dusknoir itself has that amnesia disable attack. But Dusknoir can disable, and actually can disable Pokemon's attacks, which I think who knows. There's a lot of switching in this meta, so it may not be too useful, but it's definitely something that that could come into play. For sure, it's interesting enough. You'll probably use it in a long day. I guess not a short day. Anyway, let's get moving. So we want to focus on the spread. So we're gonna reach over here. I already know what boys. Wrong binder. We're gonna go to the right binder. Reach over here. Grab some spreading boys. And this is just kind of how my process, how it works. Again, there's no list I'm going off. I don't know if there really is a list for this Dusknoir. I'm sure you can find something. But anyway, I'm hoping that's, yep, that's a camera there. That's the spread Cephalon Fireworks Bomb. I think that's, do I just want one for now? Yeah, I think one's, I thought we were putting two, but we'll start with one there. Then we're gonna put, what do we have? 5 psychics here for now. Let's just grab a couple energy, get a couple more psychics there. Not a lot. I probably gonna run 7. Yeah, maybe even 6. You're only attacking for single energy. So, but you also want to find it is another problem. So, 6 or 7. You're gonna be running a pretty low energy count, which is kind of nice for a stage 2 deck because it gives you room to actually fit the rare candies and the other things you might need. So I don't know. I think this deck, probably the only problem, bigger problem with this deck is Malo Lana is a thing. Before, spread decks didn't have much of a problem because not every, yeah, there was Max Potion and Acerola, but not every deck ran those. We'll start with 7 energy for now. The problem is almost every deck runs Malo Lana. At least every tag team deck, which is a lot of them. And so, because I mean, it's a really good card, so don't blame anyone. So that's going to be the bane of this thing having any weight. But this is how I would build it, or how I'm going to build it, and how we're going to play it. So I do think I'm probably going to go with the Roxy's engine. Let's try, it's all about spacing, so I definitely want, yeah, we've got a couple things, a couple Pokegears, treasures. We'll leave all the sleeve for now. Kind of what I do is I just kind of sleeve what I think is going to be useful, and then if I'm going too much, then I'll cut stuff out. This is a rough draft, not tested, not written up, just grabbing cards as I go, as I think about them. So again, we'll see how well this works as a format. Maybe this is really boring. Maybe it's kind of interesting. Just gives me more chance to ramble and talk about Pokemon. So I do think I do want a Pidgeotto line. Looks like I mostly only have the 50 HP Pidgeys, the collect Pidgeys. I honestly think I would probably, I don't know. I guess the HP doesn't matter too much. Collect is kind of nice. I know they play a spread. People do play Pidgey, so I do think I really want that consistency of a Pidgey line. Plus, just helps you get your rare candies, helps you get, I don't know. I think we can afford the space for it. I'm not going to play a lot of Pokemon. I thought I was playing a Jirachi line. I don't think we're going to have room for Jirachi, honestly. I think this is just going to be a Pidgey Dusknoir deck. So we're going to be doing the Airmail. Lets you, if you don't know about Airmail, lets you draw or look at your top 2 cards, put one back at the bottom of your deck. Just continues to give you draw power throughout the game. I think it's pretty good in the deck because we're not going to run into Dene. Maybe we'll find room for Jirachi as we go, but I don't think I'm going to. But that gives me an excuse for this binder. The other reason why, and the thought process was, oh, well, I really want to get a bunch of Dusknoir in play turn 1. And your best option, or your only option really, is Professor Elm. Let me show off this sweet first place Professor Elm. But your only option for that is, of course, Professor Elm. But Professor Elm is then a dead card after that because your Dusk goes with too much HP, and that's all you can really grab is you get one turn 1, and then that's it. But the fact that we have the Pidgeotos gives us an excuse to continue to Elm, so Elm is not such a dead card. And so that was my kind of thought process. Was like, well, I want Elms, but then I don't want a dead card for the rest of the game. But if I play the Pidgeys, then it's not so much of a dead card. It's actually a really useful card. And do I have a third? I thought I had a. Oh yeah, I have 3 first place Elms. Gotta show off the bling. Actually, I didn't even win all the. I won 2 of these, and then I got one as extra gift. Is this in camera? Yeah, it is. My camera setup is not the best. So, we want to play the Elms. We want to play, so this is kind of how I just deck build, is start with a Pokemon, and then just build directly around that Pokemon. Usually I like to, you know, think of the Pokemon line first, then go into supporters, then go, Pokemon energy, then go into supporters, then go into items, is how my brain sort of works. So we have some Elms. We're probably going to be playing Roxy's, but I kind of want to, again, I kind of just want to see how, I want to get the more important cards first, and then see if I have room for Roxy's engine, or if I just need to go with the Cynthia engine. The Roxy's engine is, of course, nice, because you can draw big cards, but the problem, again, with that is that you have to be able to discard stuff, and I don't think in this instance, you don't want to discard any of your Pokemon. You can't afford to discard a single Duskull, or a Dusknoir, and you don't really want to discard a Pidgey either, so what am I looking for? Rare candy. I'm looking for rare candy here in my items, A and B box. And so that's just the one thing that's got me kind of on the fence. I don't really, I think a one great catcher, yeah, one great catcher is fine. Definitely not one more. That's what I already have. So we have the Pokegear. I really don't like mixing arts. I'm gonna try to work on is having just same arts. Usually I don't mind. And I actually don't mind for look-wise, but I noticed it makes it harder for me to keep counts in my when I'm doing deck searches and stuff in my discard pile when there are multiple arts. So kind of torn on the Pokecoms, and again the Cynthia engine. I definitely want the treasure, but I want more. So yeah, I think I might have to go with a Cynthia engine, just because as nice as Roxy sounds on paper, you are only using it if you can discard Weezings. And if you're not discarding Weezings, I also am kind of interested in maybe doing throwing a couple Pokédolls in there. So I do want to switch. I like switch, I think, because Dusknoir's true cost is pretty bulky, and so is Baby Blacephalon. Yeah, Dusknoir has a 3 true cost. So I came here for rare candy. It looks like rare candy's not in here, but stamp is. I do want a stamp. I think that works for now from this box. Actually, we want a Brock, so I'm just gonna already put the Brocks in because I know I'm gonna want a Brock's Grit. It's your best, especially that it gives you an excuse. You can throw a couple energy and just helps keep recycling your Pokemon line. Especially if I do run Roxy's, you have to Roxy's some more way early. Alright, there's my rare candy. I think I want 3 rare candy. I don't really care too much about the arts. They're all pretty similar. I think I might also want a U-turn board. Yeah, I think I kind of like the idea of a U-turn board. Do I not have any? Did I not? Oh, it's tools. I'm in the wrong section for that. I know my own search, my own sorting. I don't really want Alana's fishing rod. I think that Brock's grit is going to be adequate at the moment. So let's go into our tools. Tools. Is, if you noticed, Giant Bomb could be interesting as well. Again, this is just kind of first drafts. And what I'm thinking, I think, yeah, one U-turn board is fine. Just keeps me able to keep moving Pidgeys out or the Duscos out, whatever I need. We have 3. I think I want all 4 spell tags. Nah, maybe just 3 spell tags. Yeah. Probably just, yeah. Maybe just, no, I want 4 spell tags. I want 4 spell tags. And I got Kitty moving on things. I'm trying to, yeah, I think that's good. 4 spell tags. Don't need anything else from here. Nothing else is really gonna do much good. Choice helmet. Choice helmet's interesting, but again, I think I would rather have the spell tags. So I don't know why these are sleeved. Couldn't tell you. I really like spell tag. Notice that it's kind of interesting. I mean, I get it. It's again the same reason why I'm heads down on this deck is a lot of healing and other reasons, but even a lot of Malamar are doing lighter if spell tags. I know some are going to 2. I know some even going no. There are Malamars are not even playing spell tag. They're just playing a more offensive variant instead of heavier spread variants, which is interesting, and I do get it. I want some stadiums. In this, I'm bringing back Shrine. Y'all remember Shrine? No one seems to remember Shrine. Not no one. People very much remember Shrine, but I don't know. Couldn't tell you last time I've really seen Shrine in play, but I think Shrine's definitely the one for this deck. So, let's leave a bar of our candies. We're gonna see, we're already kind of getting to the end of our deck, so I don't know if we're gonna have room again for that Roxy's engine. I might have to wait for another build, but if we're able to fit it, it will be super good. Not super good. It would be good, but again, you have to only Roxying for the Weezing. If you don't Roxy, if you don't Weezing in hand, you almost just kind of a dead card, and you don't really in a deck like this. I don't know if you want a dead. You just not being able to draw. I don't know. This is a deck that needs to draw. Any stage 2 deck, a baby. It's gonna be, you have to keep constantly building your babies. I don't think you're gonna want to miss draws. So yeah, we're already packed. This is all the sleeves we have left. So let's get more. First things first. Let's get more Mysterious Treasure. Just get the staples. That's kind of how I do it. Get the staples and see what we have room for. So I definitely want 4 treasure. We'll grab 2 more Pokecoms. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm gonna need them. I think treasures are fine. I guess Pokecoms do help you get Elms, or help you get Pidgeotos, but so do we're having a pretty heavy Elms line, and again, I don't think we're gonna really have a whole lot of room for switch. You want me Pokemon in play. Same thing with Roxy. So I'm actually going to, for this instance, I'm gonna take all of my Pokecoms out. So that leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sleeves left. 9 if I take out the Cynthias. So now this is where the process slows down. I'm actually making pretty okay time, all things considered. Again, I guess just how I deck build is a little slow. So yeah, with these last sleeves, we definitely want some draw Pokemon. We could cut an energy. I don't think I really want to cut a Pokemon. It doesn't look like at the moment we're gonna fit in a Jirachi line. So the question is, first, what else do we need? Are we just looking to draw supporters? So we have our Pokemon search. We have our means of all of our Pokemon. Let's get this motion in the camera. So we have our Pokemon, we have our search, and our rare candies, which kind of count as Pokemon. So then you kind of go through, okay, in the states, so we have all of our energy. That's all taken care of. So we won't do any other energy is going to help us here. There's no other Pokemon that are going to help us here at the moment. Well, I guess Weezing technically counts. So if you're wondering, in this selection, where is Lure Ball? I don't see a Lure Ball, Cody. How are you playing a Weezing, Roxy's Weezing deck without Lure Ball? I don't have any in my bulk. I sell my bulk pretty consistently. So I don't, at this point, I only have bulk from Team Up onwards, except for certain cards that I kept that would be useful. Didn't keep Lure Ball. So in this version, if I do go with the Roxy's Weezing version, which seems pretty likely actually, I kind of like it. The more I see how much space I have left, the more I'm kind of interested in it. But we don't have Lure Ball, so this version will be Lure Ball-less. So if we go this route, let's get some. Yeah, there's not a whole lot. I think at this point we're just getting our draw supporter in. So I do, even if I do go with the Roxy's route, which I think I'm going to try, just because in sort of I like spread any other tag team supporters that would help. Really not. There's no spread tag team supporter here. Yeah, there's really no tag team supporter that's really going to be helpful here. Kind of nice playing a deck without tag team supporters, without Welder. Yeah, Jesse and James, don't got time for that. We're not doing reverse oak setups, we're doing Roxy. So if we do go with the Roxy engine, Lure Ball is definitely something I would add. I would play less Weezing and more Lure Ball, but if we go here, we can commit to Roxy's. Sorry if the conversation is not the most exciting, but I think it's about the process, and you guys are just here joining me and seeing how I think, and I hope you like it. Because if you like it, I will definitely do more of these. Maybe work on the camera work, get it more centered, and get more motions in the camera. But so if we commit to the Roxy's, we can definitely cut. I want 2 Cynthia still. And if we're not playing Lure Ball at the moment, I definitely want 4 Weezing. And so we just play 3 Roxy's, and we just play 4 Weezing, and that would fit. So we can try this. Again, I'm not sure how it's going to be. Again, something I would highly want some Lure Ball, but I keep saying that word now, it doesn't sound like a real deck. And a lot of times I will also just proxy. I will, if you see, where'd it go? Where did my Dedenne go? This is how I like to proxy. I just take energy, because it's so much energy, and I just Sharpie on it. It's the black Sharpie on the black card. Doesn't show up too well, but that's Dedenne. This is what I will normally do. We don't have cards, but just for the sake of the video, just for things looking real. I mean, I guess I'm using the wrong Weezing, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna forget I have the wrong Weezing and enter a tournament with this, just so you watch. There is a chance of that happening. But Weezing, you can also get Weezing with the, of course, we don't get it with the treasure. It's nice. Actually, no, we're doing this on the fly. Where's the Sharpie? Video retention. That's my foot. Are you guys retented? We're gonna mark up some energy. We're gonna Lure Ball this up. Here's some lightnings. So we're gonna go with Lure Ball. And another sweet Lure Ball. Bam. So now I want lower balls. So let's clean up here. So now I don't know the actual proper wheezing to lower ball. Wheezing to lower ball amount. Maybe just a one wheezing to 3 lower ball, or 3 of the wheezing to 1 lower ball. I can almost I can almost cut the great catcher and just play 4 wheezing and 2 lower ball, or 3 wheezing and 2 lower ball. Lower ball is a card that is kind of a dead card early on, but I mean, your 3 heads, you should be able to getting a good amount of wheezing. I think I want at least 3 wheezing. If I'm going to commit to the Roxy wheezing, I think I want at least 3 wheezing. So that's just great. Let's chuck a great catcher, 4 wheezing, and then we could technically chuck a treasure, because we are going, or we could chuck the U-turn board too. It's not super important because the tree cot's gonna be, and we're playing a couple switches, but I don't know. I do kind of like the idea of keeping one. We could cut a spell tag. That's the other option, is cutting a spell tag. 'Cause I don't know if I love. Yeah, it's not something you're gonna want to continuously gust, but because you're just a spread deck hover, I don't like the idea of no spread. So yeah, I think we'll cut a spell tag. Or we'll try this. Yeah, so this is not Justin James wheezing. This is a blower wheezing. I have to find my other one. I apparently wasn't paying much attention when I was prepping for this video. So yeah, this is kind of what I would do, how I would play this to start. Again, definitely would do some testing. Actually, I don't do a lot. Sometimes I just won't test for an event. A deck that's kind of odd. Testing is definitely a bad idea because I don't like. I really don't like cutting the spell tag. I don't know. I don't like cutting anything. I want all the cards in. Could cut an energy too. 7 energy. You're only 6 energy. Or you only, yeah, 7 energy is a lot when you're only doing 1. How many attacks are you getting off a game? Probably doing 2 for this and that. But now we're just thinking. Yeah, I think we can cut down to 6 energy. That feels okay. That feels okay. Sure. There we go. That's how we're doing this. Yeah, I like spell tags. 4's a lot though. 4 spell tags is a lot, especially. You don't want to miss. We don't want to miss an attack. Nah, that's not a lot of energy. I lied. We're going back. This is alright. Final build. Lower balls. We're doing the Roxy to wheezing. More Roxy than we have wheezing. We'll see if that pays off, but again, you have the ways to search out your wheezings with treasure, so we'll try to see if we can dig out one more blowaway bomb. So I opened up a lot of cosmic clips that would have more of the blowaway bombs, aka Roxy wheezings. Maybe I gave some away, I don't know. So this is we're gonna turn this right way. So this is kind of what we're looking at. Handful of treasures, 1 catcher, 1 stamp, 3 rare candies, 3 shrines, 1 U-turn board, 2 switches, 3 spell tags, 1 Brock's Grit, 4 Pokegears, 3 Professor Elms, a 3/3 Pidgey line, 1 Fireworks Bomb Bucephalon, and then 4 Dusknoirs to 2 Dusknoir. I guess the other thing I could definitely probably fit a Ditto in. The only problem with Ditto does not work with candy, and so it would force me to. I mean, you can do it with Dusknoir. It's not bad at all, but again, we already kind of fought for space here, so we're gonna work with this build for now for our sweet Dusknoir deck. So this is I think the final build I want to go with. Just again, these are first builds, no list, no planning out really. This is just me grabbing the basics of what I think I would need and just throwing it together on camera. So if you like this kind of video, let me know in the comments down below. Like, comment, and subscribe for more Pokemon related videos. I really like doing something like this. Maybe I'll work again, a little tighter script, a little more. Maybe I'll do this all late at night, but I like talking about Pokemon, and I like kind of working through my processes. So that's kind of how I process decks for a first draft, and we'll go with that for now. So thank you for watching. This is Cody with Search My Deck, TCG, signing out.